Alright people, hello and good morning! Alright, so I hope you're ready to have your mind blown because there was something crazy that, that just came up. See, here's the thing. When it comes to AC3, I've been through this crap up and down for, hell, since I was a little kid. I don't even know how long it's been, like 15 whatever years since it came out. I don't know, but point being, this game is something that I thought I knew mechanically inside and out. I mean, we're at a point where there literally have been runs of just having enemies shoot each other. I've legitimately thought about ways to do this entire thing pacifist. But the weird thing was, there's one particular weapon type that's been in there from the very beginning that I've never really understood the purpose of. Never really understood many things of, and I mean, I've done a run with it before. I've done Parry Blade and Napalm Rocket before, and you know what? Pretty fun run. That being said, I never tried a Sword and Shield run, namely a Parry Blade and Laser Blade run, or Laser Shield run. And yeah, you know, it seems like a slight difference, but the overall mechanics of the thing are entirely different. But point being, there was a very strange thing that I found out. So, okay, so, you know, the name of them is a little bit odd. It's a Parry Blade, it doesn't really parry jack, does it? So, let's go ahead and take a look here. So, we're gonna go down to a Dew here. He's a guy that likes to sit still and cooperate, so we'll go ahead and use him. Now, did you know that this game had a parry mechanic, like an actual parry mechanic? So here's the thing, we're going to get rid of these friggin' side shields, because whatever, but here's the deal. So look at the mechanics of this movement. Like, for the longest time, I thought, hey, you know what, they're just drawing back, they're putting their arm up in front to block any incoming laser blade hits, meaning that you are essentially getting less distance from the blade to your core, meaning you're taking less damage from a blade, and you are essentially countering, so you're basically tanking the hit and countering. Now, that being said, let's look at this little shield here. Let's look at its dynamics real quick. Look at that. You see how when you're being shot at an angle, it does the little deflection thing, and that's when it actually adds its defense. Now, on its own, that is a really tiny area for that to be covering, right? Because you're not going to turn and deflect everything onto the shield like that. What the hell is that? Now then, look at this. Let's let him get close real quick. What happens when you're using the Parry Blade with the shield equipped? Alright, well, he didn't quite do it there, but he did take a swing anyway. Did you see that? Are you seeing what's happening here? There is an actual parry mechanic in AC3. Now, is it very good? No. And this, like, doing it with a better shield is actually a lot more significant. But there is actually a knockback and stun effect if you're using the Parry Blade and shield at the same time. This is legit a Parry Blade. They weren't lying. There was an actual purpose for this thing this entire time. Another funny thing, by the way, I'll show this in just a sec, but did you know that this thing does not actually use ammo? I know, it says it uses ammo, but basically this thing is like a Kingsfield or Shatter Tower weapon, alright? For those that haven't played those games, typically the durability of those things is around 30-something swings. You really rarely see something going beyond that, because you're not expected to swing them around that often. So anyway, yeah, if we go ahead and equip those other shields, let's go ahead and see how much we can get out of this. Because it seemed very strange that there's a optional part to increase shield coverage, but not for, you know, for drain in this one. Anyway, moving right along. I will say, by the way, I tested this with the side shields. These seem strictly for projectiles. So, anyway, yeah, that's, that doesn't seem to work on those. Alright, Strasbourg is pretty good for showing this off. He's a quick blader. Like, this especially works against quick bladers. Again, this isn't a good mechanic. It's just really cool that it's here. You know what? I'm really glad. I never would have expected this to work like this. So, yeah, using a better shield, using a better generator and things like that, you can actually get reasonably bulky doing it this way. So this is going to be especially noticeable for folks that have played the Souls games before. Right, apparently he doesn't want to blade this time. But when it comes to this build, pretty much everything about it is similar to how you'd play a Souls game. Granted, these games came out before then, but your lightweight and midweight builds are generally going to be better at this whole parrying thing. God, I love that this exists. It's so stupidly specific that nobody would ever use it, but I just love that this exists, you know? I was so excited when I found this yesterday. Seriously, I've been through this with every dang weapon. I've never tried this. I've literally done Grinder's AC, which you may notice the frame is really similar. So Grinder, aka Shadow Age. Basically, his AC is super jank looking, and actually that brings me to another theory here that I don't know for sure, but I believe to some degree energy supplies actually plays into this, because looking at every part of his frame, he is very weird looking. It might just be for aesthetics, but the kind of running theme of every part that's on his build is energy supply, so I mean, parry blades do seem to benefit from it. I will say, as far as the midweight category, this seems to be across the board kind of your best options. This one doesn't drain very much, it's just really high defense. This one, I mean, pretty standard across the board, pretty good on energy drain, good on defense. This thing, again, decent on energy supply, kind of middle of the road on energy drain. These ones are pretty good on energy drain, so I'm assuming that's kind of the running theme here. Because I can't help but notice that, yes, the builds that use parry blades, they all seem to go for the option that gives you the best energy kind of options overall. Which is weird, because Stallion uses these legs, and, I mean, he doesn't even use a shield, but either way. I'm sure that may play into it, I don't know for sure, but it's just kind of a theory there. Still, I just wanted to show off this parry mechanic. I love that it exists. I'll do the actual, like, video of the entire parry and shield run pretty soon here. And by the way, if you didn't know who I was talking about for Grinder or Shadow Age, that's going to be this dude up here. Right here. Looks almost exactly the same, he just has rockets. Huh. Okay, I will say for energy supply and whatever else, he's running in a ZSV and Icicle. I mean, fair enough. The parry blade does heat you up pretty well using it. Like, it is legitimately funny that any other weapon type doesn't really do that, but since you have to throw your entire weight into the punch, that it does affect it. And yeah, to answer the question from earlier, by the way, ammo is not adding ammo extenders does not actually change the ammo capacity of these things. All right, here we are. I just picked up the initial ammo extender, and as you can see, there is unfortunately no ammo being added to it. So this is a durability rating. It's not actually a ammo counter, unfortunately. But you know, what can you do? All right, so anyway, you guys have a good one. Take care, and I'll see you next time.